You might be feeling a little bit subdued after yesterday's events in baseball, but there is always hockey to bring you around here on a Sunday afternoon on the grounds of the Canadian National Exhibition as the folks come along and give us a bit of a wave. The folks at River Oaks did a fine job on the anthem, and Toronto Marlies and the Belleville Senators for the second time this weekend. Both games here as Mads Søgaard. He played last week in Belleville. He plays here. Doesn't often play here, actually. And you go back in the history of his time with the Senators, the 6'7" goaltender has not got a lot of starts here in the Coliseum. He'll face, it's a twin tower of goaltenders actually today, as Dennis Hildeby gets the start at the other end. And Hildeby has been awfully good against this Senators team over the course of his time with the Toronto Marlies. John Gruden takes a look at his team, wants them to be more direct. If you caught us right off the hop and you got his words, straight lines is what he's looking for, and not to feed into what Belleville does. And there's David Bell, the head coach of the Senators team, and he's pretty happy, I think, with what they were able to accomplish yesterday against Toronto. Out there, Hames working this one. The side of the goal comes to Ryan Turberg, and he steps it back up to the blue line. William Villeneuve likes to send sifters in, and that finds its way in from distance. William Villeneuve sends a long one to the goal and gets rewarded early here. Not a minute 45 in to the first period, and the Marlies strike first on a Sunday afternoon. A lot of times early on, I think anybody that comes out of junior, here's an opportunity for Camp, back over, Grew shoots, score! Great feed, excellent finish. Bo Grew puts the Marlies up 2-0. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in to the first period. And Søgaard gives his head a shake a little bit. He's dealt with a lot of injuries in his career, and this time it doesn't look so bad. I don't know that they'll go all the way back up the tunnel. It looks like they will. Yeah, here comes Hunter Shepard, who was yesterday's hero in stopping the Marlies. Weber tried to get a stick on it. Back up it comes, hard shot, and that blast is stopped as Hildeby got it, and then it hung on to him. Dangerous at the time, but he didn't even come out and rejoin his teammates here, and has not. And right now they are on the trapeze without a net, as he is not. They have not got a goaltender back on the stool. Luke Hames, and back the other way come the Senators. There's a shot from an odd angle and a weird turnaround, and it gets the job done as it fools Dennis Hildeby. And Arthur Kaliev got it back to it. Now 2-on-1, back out on the backhand, stopped. Sharp pass up through the middle, intended for Turberg. Steps around, trying to get around Vallis. Tried to lift it up there. The goal light came on. It was not a goal. This one off of Hildeby, knocked out of the air. They call it a goal to tie it up. And there's a little bit of disbelief here, as this one is up high. Now here's Logan Shaw, drops it back. Quillen loads it up, shoots, rebound, stopped and covered up. I'm going to tell you something. This team did not start out. Here's one out front, scores. This team plays differently in front of Shepard. It's been early. They had a good game last week. Here's Thron. Johnson across the line, hammers one toward the goal, picked up, Cedric Perret scores! A great pickup and a sweet finish. quick back to Nylander, finds its way to Chadwick. At the side of the goal, and on to Shepard. Boy, right there. Working it back up along the boards to the blue line. Thrun keeps this one back to Nylander. Side of the goal, shot, scores! Quillen out front. A power play goal puts the Marlies back in the lead. High on the line, gives it back to Halliday. There's a hard shot, scores. 7 is the lucky number on power plays. And the Senators finally get their second power play goal of the season on their 7th opportunity of this hockey game to tie it up at 4 apiece. 4:36 left to go in the third period. Moves it all the way back, and this will do it. They're going to be happy enough to pick up a point each here as they'll head into overtime. And it'll miss. Hildeby will play this one off along for Shaw, who chips it up the boards, but Thompson steps in the way. Shaw steals it back, and now here come the Marlies with Quillen over on the left side. Out front, Quillen shoots, and it's back the other way. Logan Shaw will get the first opportunity for the Marlies. Captain of this club heads out wide to the left side, stick side, shoots, and a stop from Shepard. Out left, Halliday draws it in, shoots, scores. Got it low, left side past Hildeby. Lettieri, he goes out to the stick side as well as he draws back in, top of the dot, shoots off the bar. Mongiovanni, who ended up as the guy who evened it up at 4 apiece on the power play, off the stick of Hildeby. As Nylander heads out again, stick side, draws in with a little bit of speed, shoots, stopped, and there's the win. As Hunter Shepard stones them in the shootout, and the Belleville Senators pick up 2 wins here in Toronto, something they have not done for a while.